light through a cracked window, coffee cooling, shoes by the door. Every dream feels a little heavier than it did the night before. The world keeps spinning quietly loud, bills and clocks and passing trains. But there's a spark in the ordinary, something worth the pain. If the road feels longer than your breath and the sky won't clear tonight, just remember what you're holding when you hold on tight. Hold tight for everyday life, for the small things we can't outrun, for the love that hides in plain sight when the day is finally done. Hold tight when the colors fade, when the answers don't arrive. Hold tight for the simple truth, we're still here, we're still alive. Footsteps echo in empty stations, names get lost in the noise. We trade our time for expectations and forget our inner voice. But every scar is a constellation, every tear learns how to shine. We're not broken, just becoming in the slow design. When the weight of all your worries pulls you out of the light, close your eyes and feel the moment still beating inside. Hold tight for everyday life, for the laughter after rain, for the hands that reach for yours in the middle of the pain. Hold tight when the ground feels thin, when the future's hard to see. Hold tight for the fragile hope that keeps finding you and me. Maybe we don't need forever, maybe now is all we own. In the chaos, in the quiet, you're not alone. Every heartbeat is a promise, every breath a second chance. Even shadows learn to follow when we dare to stand. Hold tight for everyday life, for the mess and the grace inside, for the love we almost miss, just passing us by. Hold tight, don't let go, even on the longest night. Hold tight for everyday life, it's enough to survive. When the lights go out softly and the noise says goodbye, hold tight for everyday life. Streetlights hum like tired stars, another late train pulling in. Your thoughts are loud, your hands are cold, wondering how you got here again. Every promise feels half-spoken, every plan a paper sky. But there's a beat beneath the silence that refuses to say goodbye. If you're falling through the hours, if your name feels far away, I won't wait for perfect time. I'll grab you anyway, through the dark, when the words all break apart. chest, trying not to ask for help, but every crack lets something in. Every loss reshapes the view. We don't need to know the ending, just the next step through. And the ground won't feel steady and the truth begins to sway. I won't need a map or reason, I'll grab you anyway. If you're sinking too fast, when the future's just a shadow of a fading past, I'll grab you anyway. When the hope delays, if you're tired of pretending, you're okay. Maybe love is not a lighthouse, maybe it's a moving flame, always changing shape and color, but it calls your name. We don't have to save tomorrow, we don't have to be that brave. All I know is when you're slipping, I will stay. I'll grab you anyway, through the noise, through the rain. When the world feels overwhelming, and you break, I'll grab you anyway. Let the moment rearrange. If you're losing all your reasons, I'll remain. When the morning finds us quiet and the night has slipped away, I'll still be here, still reaching. I'll grab you anyway. Small shoes by the doorway, paint on your hands and jeans. You say the world is bigger than it's ever been. Paper skies and questions you don't ask out loud. I hear tomorrow breathing every time you laugh. If I stumble, if I'm slow, if I don't always know the way, just know I'm learning to. Look, Daddy, I'm trying my best, holding the days together with a hopeful chest. Look, Daddy, can you see? Every step I take for you is teaching me. Late nights at the table, counting dreams and bills. I trace your sleeping shadow and the room goes still. I won't promise perfect, I won't promise brave, but I'll promise presence every single day. When the noise gets heavy and the light feels far away, your eyes remind me why. Look, Daddy, Daddy, we made it through all the quiet battles nobody knew. Look, Daddy, if you're scared, remember every heartbeat says I care. Ocean breathing, late night sky. I'm still waiting, you and I. Slow motion, drifting free. Hear my echo coming through. City lights feel so far, empty rooms remember us. Time was strange when you're gone, every night feels too long. If you're lost in between, if you're unsure what you mean, feel the pull, feel the sea. Won't you ride that way to me, ride that way to me, through the dark, through the deep. Won't you ride that way to me, if you still believe I'll be here, I'll be here. Shadows talk in my head, things we said, things unsaid. Every sound calls your name, different days, same refrain. If the night feels too wide, close your eyes, let it guide. Feel the tide turning slow. Won't you ride that way to me, ride that way to me. Let it pull, let it be. Won't you ride that way to me, across the sea. I'm still here, I'm still here. Ride that way, ride that way, ride that way to me. Hold on now, don't let go. Feel the current, feel it flow. Hold on now, don't let go. Maybe love isn't loud, just a signal in the crowd. Step inside, don't be late. Trust the motion, trust the way. Won't you ride that way to me, ride that way to me. All the fear, set it free. Won't you ride that way to me, if you feel the call, I'll be here through it all. It's alright, right there, wait. Right there, wait. Right there, wait. To me. Quiet night, open sky, two heartbeats passing by, slow and warm, feel the flood, you and me, same blood, different roads, different names, same old fears, same old flame, hands apart. Still we know what we lost, what we owe. If you fall, I will feel. If you break, I will heal. Through the dark, through the mud, we share the same blood. Same blood. Same blood. Through the fire, through the flood, we share the same blood. If you run, if you're numb, I will come. Same blood. City noise, crowded days, still I hear your heartbeat. Every scar, every bruise leads me back to you. If the world turns its face, I'll remain in your place. Feel it rise in your chest. We share the same blood. Same blood. Same blood. Different lives, still we're one. We share the same blood. Hold the line, don't give up. We survive. Same blood. Same blood. Same blood running through us. Same blood. Same blood. Holding us. Yeah. Maybe time pulls us wide, different stars, different sides, but every breath, every flood brings us back. Same blood, we share the same blood. Same blood. Same blood. Through the doubt, through the love, we share the same blood. When you're lost, when you're young, you're not alone. Same blood. Yeah. Morning light, soft and good, you and me, same blood, still beating, still enough. We share the same blood. Quiet words in the air, almost true, almost there. Strictly speaking, we don't know where it ends Lines we draw, rules we keep, promises half asleep. We say yes, we say no, hide the parts we don't show. Strictly speaking, I'm unsure, but my heart feels you more. Every doubt starts to shake. Strictly speaking, we're not right, but we're here in this light. Strictly speaking, we could fall, but I still feel it all. Hold this moment, let it breathe. Strictly speaking, stay with me. Clock ticks loud, days run fast. Future pulls on the past. We pretend we're in control, but love leaks through the holes. Strictly speaking, I can't say what tomorrow brings our way, but this feeling won't let go. Strictly speaking, we're unsure. Still your touch feels like truth. Strictly speaking, no clear sign, but your hand fits in mine. If the logic disappears, strictly speaking, I'm still here. Strictly speaking, here and now. Let it break, let it out. Strictly speaking, no disguise, just the truth in our eyes. Maybe love has no proof, no equations, no rules. Maybe all that we need is the courage to believe. Strictly speaking, we don't know how this ends, how it goes. Strictly speaking, that's okay. I'll stay close anyway. No conclusion, no relief. Strictly speaking, you and me. Words fall short, silence speaks. Strictly speaking, stay with me. Hands up now. We were standing under open sky. City lights, but the stars were out. Every road kept pulling through, like the night was leading you. She said nothing, still I knew the dark was bending when she moved. When she looked she smiled, when she smiled, hands up high, let it ride. She had eyes like the moon, lighting up the open sky, open sky. She had eyes like the moon, oh, oh, oh. Eyes like the moon, eyes like the moon. Sing it up. Eyes like the moon. We were running through the rain. Every scar felt worth the pain. Every voice became one sound. When her gravity pulled us down, even when she walked away, the light refused to fade. When she's gone, we see her in the dark. Hands up now, higher still. She had eyes like the moon, pulling oceans when she cried. Feel the tide. She had eyes like the moon, oh, oh, oh. Eyes like the moon, oh, eyes like the moon. If you've ever lost someone, if you still look to the sky, you're not alone tonight. She had eyes like the moon, still shining over you, over you. She had eyes like the moon, eyes like the moon. Eyes like the moon, look up. Eyes like the moon, look up. Before the maps were drawn in ink, before the bells had names, there was a road the elders spoke of that never stayed the same. The sky was split by ancient fire, the ground forgot its way, and every fear went quiet at the turning of the gate. They said, when the world forgets itself, a sign will cross the night. Joseph rode in on a beam of light from stories half believed, not to rule, not to judge our lives, but to show what we could see. Joseph rode in on a beam of light between the then and now, like a myth that walks among us without a crown. He spoke in riddles made of weather and footsteps not inflamed. Said every heart is older than the fear it tries to name. He carried nothing in his hands, no sword, no holy stone, just the weight of every road. We thought we walked alone. The children felt it in their bones. The rivers changed their sound. Joseph rode in on a beam of light the moment. Joseph rode in on a beam of light, then faded like a sign. But the myth stayed breathing in our minds. Maybe gods don't fall from heaven, maybe they just pass us by, wearing names we almost recognize under borrowed skies. Maybe truth is just a fire we carry, then we lose, and legends are the footprints of what we choose. Joseph rode in on a beam of light when the night was wide. Not a king, not a savior, just a guide. Joseph rode in on a beam of light, and the world stood still, like it remembered something against its will. Now when the dark grows tall again and the old fears return, we look for lines across the sky where the silent fires burn. Joseph rode in on a beam of light, and though the tale may fade, every road still listens for his name. The night feels heavier than it should. I'm holding things I never could. I try to speak but lose the line. Everything's too close this time.
I see the tremble in your hands, the quiet you don't understand. You don't have to find the words, I'm here before they hurt.
You don't have to be brave, you don't have to explain. When you cry, baby, I hear every sound, like the world slows down just to let it out. When you cry, baby, don't hide your face.
Every tear you're holding has a place. I carry days I never chose. I smile where the fear still goes. I'm scared of falling all the way, scared you'll see what I can't say.
I know that look, I know that way, the way you bend but never break. You don't have to stand alone, I've been there too. You know, you don't have to fix the night, we can let it pass us by. When you cry, baby, let it fall like rain. Some storms come softly just to clear the pain. When you cry, baby, I'll stay close. You don't have to carry this alone.
What if I'm not strong enough?
You don't have to be.
What if I'm breaking open?
That's how we breathe.
If the dark feels endless, we'll count the light.
When you cry, baby, I won't turn away. I hold the moment steady till it fades. When you cry, baby,
Even then, you're more than what is hurting.
you're whole again.
Stay with me, I'm right here.
When you cry, baby,
That's enough.
engines on, count it down. Heart is loud, feet off ground. I was stuck in the static, running out of air. watch the world ignite, all the limits falling out of sight. I'm riding on my rocket ship, shouting to the stars, this is who I am, this is how I start. Engines fade, but I'm still flying. Riding on my rocket ship. Static in the air, lights too bright, heartbeats racing every night. Every screen keeps shouting, every truth feels thin. I'm spinning in the headlines, trying not to give in. We built our homes on numbers, we pray to moving lines, but I still feel a fire burning under mine. I try to slow it down, try to play it safe, but the ground keeps shaking every step I take. Everything's gone so crazy, out of control tonight. The world keeps breaking rules and calling it a sign. Everything's gone so crazy, but I'm still standing here. If this is the edge of reason, I won't disappear. Voices talking over voices no one really hears. We trade our doubts for anger and our love for fear. But in the middle of the chaos, I feel something real, like a pulse beneath the noise that nothing can steal. I won't drown in the sound, I won't fade away. Even if the sky falls, I'll say what I say. Everything's gone so crazy, spinning out of time. But I won't lose my shadow, I won't lose my mind. Everything's gone so crazy, still I choose to stay. If the world's on fire, I light my way. Maybe this is what it feels like when the old world cracks. Maybe we don't need the answers, just a way back. Hands up, take a breath. This is more than madness, this is what's left. Everything's gone so crazy, hear the sirens sing, but I'm not done.